Hello everyone, this is Mirella and I'm happy to welcome you to my channel. So what I have here today is a Diesel men's Boltdown Chronograph watch. It's a DZ7428 black leather strap variation of this watch. It comes in a really pretty looking box that looks like it's made out of leather, but it's not. This is actually a cardboard. It's a really good looking and manly looking box. But now let's go ahead and get that watch out because we're not doing unboxing today. Now, look at that bad boy. So first impression, it's massive. This is 56 millimeters. To put that into perspective, I'm gonna compare it to a standard size watch, which is only 44 millimeters. Then you can tell the difference is pretty big. If I go ahead and put that on my wrist, although my wrist is pretty small, definitely much smaller than men's wrist, but you will still be able to see how large is the face of this watch. It really makes appearance and it just like really stands out. Now the black leather strap is pretty thick. I think it may be a little bit stiff, but I have a feeling this is gonna break in pretty quickly. I mean, it's new, so I'm gonna give it a little bit to see if it's gonna become any softer and more comfortable. So I was curious and I ended up putting it on the kitchen scale, and it came out only 4.6 ounces weight. I really thought with the size of this dial that it would be bigger, but it's not, because also if you see the case it's pretty thick, and that's the mineral glass right there. It's a thick glass. I'm gonna try to zoom it in to show it to you. I hope you can see what I can see. Now let's talk about the function of this watch. So what we have here is 3 separate dials. Each one of these dials is actually showing time. So this can be set to different time zones. For travelers, this is super helpful because one dial can be your home destination, second dial can be your layover destination time, and the third one can be set to show your final destination time, so you kind of have the idea about the time during your travel. So I think that's really cool. And even if they're all set to show the same time, it just looks really good. It looks really good. Now to set the time, on the 2 small dials, on the left side we have 2 separate crowns. It's really simple. It's just a standard way to set the watch time. I'm gonna try to zoom in so you can see the D, the diesel sign engraved in there. It looks really neat. And then on the other side, on the right side, is where we adjust the main dial, and the D is there too. So this is where all the chronograph function is going on, and that's what gets me really excited because I just love how the chronograph watches work. The chronograph lovers are gonna understand my excitement about what we're gonna show right now. So this is how we get it started. Just press there once, and now that additional second arm is starting to move. Now to stop it, we're gonna press it again. And now that second arm stopped. To reset it back, now watch this. This is so good. We press the bottom button, and there we go. Bam! It's back to 0. That was so satisfying. Again, my chronograph lovers are gonna understand about just something about that second moving there and just being so smooth and just precise. It's just awesome. So we have 2 subdials on here. The top one is gonna be showing minutes when the chronograph function is on. If the chronograph function is off, it's not gonna move at all. The bottom subdial is the one showing us seconds. So we also have the date here. It's under the big arm. I have to move it. I'm gonna move it so I can show it to you. You see the date right there. It's a really small window for the date. And it's not very noticeable because it's gray on black background, so it doesn't really stand out that much, which is another thing that I actually like about this watch, because if all of this numerals, additional numerals, were a different color, this watch would be just too busy. It would look too busy, and it just would not look as cool as this. It would like remind you more of a Casio watch than the diesel watch. I love everything about this. It's really well thought out. Even the bolts. I'm gonna go back to zoom in one more time so you can see the little bolts inside too. Really nice, just great level of details. I love what Diesel does with their designs. I pretty much think of almost every Diesel watch that it kind of sort of looks unique. But I'm gonna make this short and try to make it worth watching your time. I'm just gonna mention that it features water resistance, so it's not waterproof. It's water resistant up to 50 meters, which means it can take the splashes of water, but you don't want to go swimming. Which, having leather strap in mind, you also don't want to get it too wet because it's gonna get soaked, and leather is just a little nasty when it's wet, so you don't wanna do that. I don't recommend. Suggested retail is $350, and I saw it on Amazon. Currently it's selling for $255 US. I honestly think that's a fair price for this watch, because it looks really good. Anyways, I hope that this video review helped you making the decision that's right for you, and that you found it worth watching and worth your time, because I definitely think that this watch was worth of my time making this video review. Stay tuned, because I'm gonna be bringing you more. Bye bye.